welcome back to my vlogs and videos channel, Grace Notes. I'm Grace. These are my notes. I post new videos every other day, so click that little bell and the subscribe button. Help my channel to grow. I so appreciate it. Today is Fun Monday because Monday should always be fun. But since yesterday was Father's Day, today is going to be Fun Monday, Dad Stories Day. So my dad has been gone for 17 years now. Father's Day, his birthday, my mom and dad's anniversary, Christmas, Easter, and just random days when I just miss him. But especially on Father's Day, I think about my dad and how much I miss him. And this year, I was thinking about how goofy he was. My dad was a funny guy, but he wasn't like intentionally trying to be funny. He didn't have to try. He was just funny in his existence. So these are rare photos of my dad. I say rare photos because any photo of my dad is rare. He did not like having his picture taken. As you can see in this photo right here, everybody's looking kind of tired in this photo. That's my mom and my dad. That's me with my niece. But that's a typical rendition of my dad being very uncomfortable in front of a camera. I managed to snap this one somehow. I got a full facial and he's actually sort of smiling in this picture. I'm surprised I got that photo out of him. So this was a pretty typical thing to see, actually, my dad with a grandkid on his lap. He loved being a dad, but he absolutely loved being a grandpa. This is my dad's idea of a fashion statement. Sometimes he would wear wool socks with runners. I don't know if anybody remembers these, but the Kodak disc camera, my sister and I both got one for Christmas one year. I think I was 12 years old. And this was one of the hazards of me having that camera, because anytime somebody decided they were going to take a nap on the couch, I was going to take a snap with my camera. Nobody was safe sleeping on the couch because I looked for opportunities like this. I don't know who snapped this picture, but this is a very good photo. My dad loved music. He played the violin. One of his greatest joys was to have all of his kids together singing and playing music together. So Christmas was like a music fest. We were all singing and playing together, and my dad just loved that. My dad was not a particularly vocal person, but you could just tell in his demeanor when he was really enjoying something. This photo was professionally taken, and I am so glad that somebody got a picture like this of my dad, because there are seriously precious few photographs of him. He did not like having his picture taken at all. He was kind of shy. I love this picture of him because this is a really good picture of my dad. Aside from the sharp duds, this was the only suit my dad ever owned. It was tailor-made. He was actually quite proud of this suit. And maybe that's one of the reasons this photographer managed to get such a good picture of my dad. My dad actually took some pride in dressing up. This was my dad's Sunday morning, special occasion, wedding sort of look. I remember this one time, my mom and dad were all dressed up. They were going to a funeral. I was with them. Dad was actually not wearing his tailored suit. He was wearing a nice clean white shirt, a tie, his brown leather jacket, and a brand new pair of brown dress pants. Note, I said they were brand new. My dad did not have a lot of brand new clothes, especially not dress clothes. So these pants were kind of a special thing, and they looked really nice on him. So mom and dad and I are having lunch in this little restaurant, and my mom starts collecting all the table scraps and putting them into a napkin to take home to the dog. This is something they always did. So she had some particularly greasy bits of chicken in this napkin, and she looks at it and she sees that the grease is soaking through this napkin, so she doesn't want to put it in her purse. So she hands it to Dad and says, "Here, put this in your pants pocket just until we get to the car." And I was cracking up because my dad didn't say anything. He didn't have to. This look said it all. I don't even know that I could duplicate it because my dad's facial expressions were so unique to him. This is a moment forever inscribed in my memory. I was breaking myself in half laughing at this because his wordless expression said more than any words ever could. If I could have captured moments like that on film, it would have given Seinfeld a run for his money. The thing that makes it so funny is that if my dad had been wearing any pair of jeans, brand new jeans, his older jeans, whatever, he would have shoved that thing in his pocket like nothing. But for crying out loud, he was wearing his brand new pants. Oh my goodness, my dad was hilarious. I have so many great memories of my dad, and most of my pictures of him are seared into my brain, but I am so glad that this photo exists. Every time I see this picture, I wonder what he was thinking in that moment. You know how it is when people are uncomfortable getting their picture taken? You can see the awkward all over them, and most pictures of my dad are like that, where he's just not comfortable and you can see it. But for some reason, this photo turned out beautifully. It was like the perfect picture of my dad. What funny little thought or joke or whatever was running through his head to ease his mind enough to relax and let his natural face just shine in this picture. Whatever it was, it produced an absolutely authentic rendition of this man. That is my dad in his true skin form, captured forever on film. I wish I knew who the photographer was that took that photo, because that person deserves an award for such an accomplishment. I miss my dad always, every day, but today I smile because the memories are just that good. Thank you all for supporting my channel and watching my vlogs. This little channel is sharing the memories because of you guys, so mad love. Well, I'm out for now, but I will see you all again on Wednesday. I love you all. Take care of each other. God bless you. Mwah. Oh my goodness, my dad was hilarious.